And I always had a fascination with waves. I always remember travelling up coast and just keeping your eyes on the waves out in the surf. This is the most fun part of travelling really, is if you can travel up the coast and just watch the water. Growing up in Wanaka and seeing bodyboarding in the river and seeing how river waves work, watching that fluid just come down and hit the water and create a wave, I was just like, surely how can we make that into a standing wave? It's perfect. So then we basically took that concept and said, well, how can we replicate that? Bouncy castle idea came up, and then we started playing around with air pressures and fluids. We were lucky enough to use CFD programming with computational fluid dynamics, and it's still a 50-50 chance with that as well, because it's done on a computer. You don't know if you can take that computer model and then chuck in 3 tonne of water or chuck a massive pump in and get it doing exactly the same thing. When we first filled the pool up, pool leaked like a sieve, and you got 200 tonne of water sitting there. You don't want it coming out, and when you're in the middle of a factory and you've got neighbours, you don't want their factories filling up with water either. We started to figure out that if we change certain volumes, air volumes, water volumes, fluid sort of pressures, the whole waves could change shape and change form, so we could have them coming up from small waves to larger waves. We could angle them to make a right or left-hand wave, and then we also got it to barrel, so we're just like, hey, this has gone a lot further than what we originally planned, of just having a front-on standing wave that sits on a nice cushion platform to basically a wave that you can manipulate to whatever form you like. Which led on to sort of versions 5, 6 and 7, where we're now using touchscreen controllers to control the wave. What we've got now is the commercial prototype, which we can form left-hand waves, right-hand waves, barreling waves. I'd love to do the big double barrel now, where we actually do an overhead stand-up barrel. But the thing about, you can have an overhead stand-up barrel in an AirWave unit where you can have a knee-high wave for a kid. So that's where I want to actually take the development, I suppose, from there. I just want to develop it better and further, and get big proper size surfboards on it. For example, at the moment we use pretty short boards. I'd like to get proper big full-size surfboards going on it, and I'd like big barreling waves for professional surfers to get involved in it.